Greetings, YouTube. Matt from the Green Arcade. We're back. Playing some more Farming Simulator 25. Got a few guys that need seed and fert. So I gotta go get them some seed and fert. This guy's gonna need it soon too. Tab around everybody. We have so much equipment now. Let's see, did I pass one? Nope. That was the fertilizer. Somewhere. I don't know why that song stuck in my head. There's one. Well, I think this guy just needs to be moved. I haven't seen that movie in forever. Another movie reference. When you love the park mod, where you can tab directly to certain category of vehicles. Whoa. Well, that thing bounces when you hire it. Alright, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, are you plowing this field, Fuzzy? Or were you? See, where am I? I'm down here. Okay. Oh, you filled it. Oh, it's already full. Okay. I'm confuzzled. When Fuzzy confuses me, it's called confuzzled. I just gotta hire it back out. Right, this guy is the guy. Where's this guy? This is the guy down south. He's gonna need some soon. Oh. So vehicles you're not currently using, like. Gotcha. Sounds like there's so much going on outside here. Let me look at my camera. It's very windy outside still. Guessing people might be getting ready for Christmas and all that stuff. Looks like Stevie's going to be putting up, he's got it to where he's able to use his 22 maps that he did in the Giants editor, the new Giants editor. So his first map back from 22 is going to be Ringwoods, looks like. You're right. Tab on through. Let me just look at the map. So that guy's planting. This guy is gonna need to be refilled soon. This guy's working on the sugarcane, or he was. Quit for some reason. Maybe he was too close on the outside or something. I'm gonna stay with this guy for a second because he's trying to figure life out. You mean you seen that, Bravo Chick? I was trying to translate that. I was like, I've seen Tot. I was like, what? T-A-H-T. I seen Tot. That's how you say that before you've had your coffee, right? What is this guy? Oh, he fired himself. He can't figure life out. Let me redo this. Let me take away that. See if that helps. Oh yeah, he is out of sugarcane. Maybe that's what's wrong. Maybe that's why he stopped over there. He's using the sugarcane seed, isn't he? That goes quick. Hmm. Breaking news. What is the breaking news story? That's not breaking news. It says the best TV, movies, and music of 2025, according to culture critics. That's not breaking news. If you don't know what the best movies and music is of 2025, you don't deserve any spoiler alerts. You've got what? A week, 2 weeks left of 2025? If you don't know by now, we can't help you. Alright, well, I guess I'll reset this to what I had it on before. Can't do less than 3, that's weird. Okay. Still gonna sit with it here for a minute. Yep. He, I think he's confuzzled. Question is, will he correct himself? Let's watch and see how long it takes. He either should correct himself or he should fire himself, right? You're gonna sit and watch. I don't think he's going to. Yep, he's not going to. He really wants to back into that fence. That is his whole mission in life. You want something done right, you got to do it yourself. Well, yeah, this thing, it just eats through the seed when you're doing trigger game. Okay. Field is almost too small for me to fit in, even with this cedar. I'd say putting our big planter in here or something. Alright, got that field done. Yeah, we're kind of working on that too. I think we've got everything in there right now that it'll take at the moment. I think it's a time process where it needs the time to um, build it before the stuff kind of kicks over. We should have everything except like cement bags and cement blocks and the roofing tiles. We should have all the lumber being distributed to it there. From now on. Well, we gotta refill the sawmill for it to distribute it though. So we gotta do that. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna park this right here. Grab this plow. May have to put some tanks down here somewhere. Just about done down here though. Put them out in this little grass area here. We own that land now, I think. Yep, we own all that. We could totally put some tanks out here. The snapping tool. And I line it up with this. Well, probably use the building as a reference. Looks pretty straight to me. Have to do a little smoothing. Put in some gravel. Probably should have put in a little bit more. Put this line thing on here so I can just get it straight. Go ahead and go all the way to the road with it. Okay. Oh, there might be a stump out there. I don't think there's any more. Nope. Nope, there's a stump right there. I love how every time I pull my chainsaw out. Nope, it's your fishing pole. Good morning, Storms. How's it going? I think I still got some in the front. Get this guy hired back and then we'll travel around. Trying to decide. If I do potatoes over here, then I could do. Could do carrots in one of these fields. I'll do carrots back here. See how fast these go. I think I'm gonna do some more sugarcane there. Does that say 3? It does say 3. It had only 2 lines there. Whoa. What is going on? That is way more than 3. I don't know what's going on with this, but it had 2 lines there to start and it was on 3. Then I went back to 3 and it was stuck on 7. We might be officially breaking the map. Alright, let's see how fast carrots go. Here we go. He unfolded. Is he thinking? He unfolded like he was gonna go. I've got seed, I've got fur. Nope, he quit. Wonder why he quit. Yes. Okay, he did his little hop. What does that say? Is it not time for carrots? Oh, it's not time for carrots. Oh. Okay. Okay. Not time for red beets. Probably not time for... Nope, it's not time for parsnips either. I guess I'll go plant some more sugarcane down here. I think we'll be good on oats. I'll save the rest of those fields down there for some sorghum. Let me switch it back over to sugarcane. Yeah, when you're not used to planting vegetables ever, it kind of gets a little confuzzling. So I'll just park right out here and wait. Guess I could go ahead and buy the vegetable harvester itself. Oh boy, there's some save lag right there. Okay, let's go do that. What is on sale? Ooh, there's a telehandler on sale. And it's a deer. Do we need a telehandler for anything? Vegetables. So this is the in-game vegetable harvester. This has 0 capacity, no capacity at all. It's funny because these do. Some of them do. That one does. This one does not. And this is the big one. You would think it would have some capacity, but it doesn't. So that brings in the Ropa. This one has a nice capacity of 43,000. This does sugar beets. It'll do potatoes. It'll do red beets. It'll do carrots, parsnips, and onions. So I'm going to change that to the old school design. Oh boy, colors. Should we do it? I mean, since we've been doing it on everything else, should we just go ahead and do it? Put a custom paint job on all of it. All right. There's our root crop / vegetable harvester. Now there's heads that go with this. There's 2 different heads. They're the same width, but one of them does just the vegetables. So this does like the carrots. It does like the sugar beets, the onions, the parsnips, the red beets. And then there's one just for potatoes. So we got to buy both heads. Kind of want to make the heads different colors though, so I can tell them apart, because as far as I can tell, There's nothing, there's not like a logo or anything on these that I can see that says, hey, I do potatoes, or hey, I do root crops. It'd be nice if they had put it like on the side somewhere where it had like a picture of the icon or something. Or maybe just text in the front or something that says potatoes or vegetables. I don't see anything. If there is something, I don't see it. So let's get, this is for the vegetables. Let's make that, I guess, orange. I don't know what the design color is. Where's that? Oh, it's underneath there. Honestly, that could be black. Yeah, we'll just do that. So this will be for the vegetables. And this will be for the potatoes. So we just go ahead and make it brown. Why is that so much cheaper? It is cheaper. Is it because it only does one crop, maybe? I don't know. Alright. There's our vegetable slash tater harvester. Oh. I thought those were rotating beacons. They're not. They are actually strobe lights. But they're round. Huh. I wonder if there's a way I can carry that down there with me. If it fits, it ships. Boy, am I glad I've got traffic turned off. Change the steering mode. Why? Just paid $47,000 for this, and I'm just going to balance it on the front. I sure am. I don't have to make 2 trips. It's like carrying your groceries in from your car. If you don't absolutely have to make 2 trips, if there's any way possible, that's what you do. So this is like carrying your groceries in from the car to store them at home. You don't make multiple trips. You do it all in one, if at all possible. I just gotta be careful on these turns. Oh! No, it's teetering. It's teetering. It's rocking. Keep on rocking me, baby. Keep on rocking me, baby. Keep on rocking me, baby. Baby, 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 keep on rocking. Wanna rock and roll all night. And farming every day. Singing all songs and rocking it if you haven't figured it out. Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin. I just took a turn from classic heavy metal to, well, I don't even know if that's heavy metal. Classic rock to oldies. Real quick. Drive-in cab? Oh gosh, no, that's worse. I can't see anything. Oh, that's a bad time for a save. Alright, so I'm just gonna park that right there until it's time to use it. Check on everybody out here. That guy's done. Should I just do oats in that field too? I think I'm just gonna do oats in that field too. Might as well. That way I don't have to put anything in there that like potatoes or something. That's a big field, so I can just do oats in all three of these big fields here and call it a day. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Still don't know all the words of that song. I've been listening to that for all my life. I know some of the words. The girls at work really ruin the Christmas songs for me because they sing the songs but they replace words with words, and the words are not entirely PG. So then from that point on, when you listen to a Christmas song, you hear the words that they sing, and it ruins it. All right. This guy may be rolling. Let's see. Yeah, I can't repeat them really verbatim, Fuzzy. Let's just say that, just for an example, you know how the Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree song we were just singing, how one of the lyrics is, later we'll have some pumpkin pie. It's not pumpkin pie. I'll let you use your imagination there. It rhymes with pumpkin. So don't go too far off the rail. But it wasn't pumpkin. Well, it might have been. But it wasn't specific. Doing good, Base Throw. How you doing? Yeah, there's a few changes in there. I'm digging the new AI slash steering assist in-game mode. I like that you can hire the workers and they actually do like the headlands first, and then they'll work around like the curves of the edges of the field. Yep, he's playing the same map right now. Um, I don't know if he has any plans to move on to another map soon, but he's playing this map right now. Um, I know he uses a lot of the stuff like what is that one? Auto drive and maybe course play, stuff like that. Yeah, I'll say it's a chunky map. It's how big is this one? It's 2 point. I think it's like 2.2 gigabyte, 2.1 gigabyte. Maybe more than that. Let me look real quick. It's up there. Where do I look? Here we go. It's almost 2.3 gigabytes now. Yeah, it's almost 2.3. If you round it up, right now it sits at 2.289. So it's getting very close to 3. You know what? I did the same thing with 17 with mine, and I've already had to upgrade. My other PC just would not handle 25. I got my PC brand new back. I was right in the middle. If you go back to my, I want to say it was Farming Simulator 17, and I want to say I was on Lone Oak. If you go back to that playlist on my YouTube channel, you can watch that playlist, and somewhere halfway through there, at some point, it might not have been exactly halfway, but I made the switch from console to PC, and I did a whole to-do about it. I had I woke up from a coma, and yeah, I had an accident. I think I rolled my tractor, and then I woke up from a coma, and everything was, it was like Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz, you know, when she wakes up in the Munchkin land and everything's in color. It was like going from that to that on PC. So yeah, that was my storyline anyway. You got 11 versions. I need to go try to find all the previous versions. I downloaded this one we're on right now this morning. I think he's maybe working on maybe another update. So this might not be the last one. I know he's probably heavy into working on his Ringwoods map. Ringwoods was pretty fun. I remember his first Ringwoods map. It had a ATV trail that went like around the edges of it. Yeah, Lone Oak was good. I really liked Lone Oak. For its time on 17, the sky. Who did that? Was that Bullet Bill that did that? The sky was amazing. I mean, you could see the stars and everything. It was just a very, very pretty sky. And it felt like, I mean, it's a real place. I actually found it on Google Maps one time. But it's a real farm, and it's a real place, based on a real place anyway. But it's you can, if you can ever find it on Google Maps, you can kind of do your comparisons, and then like all the stuff is like pretty much verbatim, except for like the farm sim stuff, like, you know, the biogas, you know, and stuff like that. Yeah, it's on Google Maps. Um, Once upon a time, I had the address, but I don't have the address anymore. That's, gosh, how long has that been since we played 17? But yeah, I found it on Google Maps. It's in I want to say it's in Oregon somewhere. Don't quote me on that though. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, Alma's the same way. Lone Oak Farm in Farming Simulator 17 is based on a real-life farm near Silverton, Oregon. It doesn't give the exact address. It doesn't give the coordinates. So any Google search you can probably find that. It's near Silverton, Oregon. I was right. Wonder if I could maybe take a screenshot. I don't know if I can. You just put that into Google Maps and find it? Oh yeah. There it is. How do you get rid of all the stuff? Oh, just like that. Cool. I'm gonna try to get as much in there as I can. Alright. I'm gonna post this in the Puma Plow Discord. You guys are in the Puma Plow Discord. I'm gonna put it in the general. So that's the satellite image from Google. I got rid of all the extra clutter stuff so you can see it better. That's the picture of it. You can tell that the main farm there has undergone some changes, but that's to be expected, you know, over the years. Sometimes they do that. I know with Millennial Farmer, they got with him, and I think they did some like drone imagery over his farm to build his map, and they were actually in contact with him. So there's a lot of maps out there that are based on real locations. You got Alma, you got Lone Oak, you've got the Millennial Farmer map, you had the Griffin, Indiana map. Well, I'm trying to remember the name of that New York map that we played. Started with an M. That one was really cool. A lot of maps like that. And then my favorite from 19 was the Farms of Madison County. The version 3 of that map, the completed version. That was my favorite map of Farming Simulator 19. I still think about that map. It's one of those maps it's literally, you can go on Google Earth and find it. It's based on a real location, and it felt like you were there when you were playing that map. You don't get a lot of maps like that anymore. They're like actually based on real locations, so it feels like when a map author builds it and it is based on a real location, then they pay attention to more detail in their maps usually. So I know John, he said that he really enjoyed the Farms of Madison County map. I think he's said that there's either a cemetery or a graveyard. I think it was just a cemetery, because a graveyard, do y'all know the difference between a cemetery and a graveyard? Sounds kind of morbid, but there is a difference between a cemetery and a graveyard. A graveyard is located at a church. Cemetery just sits off by itself. So if you see a cemetery, there's probably not a church in or near it or around it. It's probably not tied in with it. If you see a church that has a cemetery, it's not really a cemetery, it's technically a graveyard. But anyway, I think John said he had some family in that, I think it was a cemetery. And it's actually on the game map. The detail that they decided to include that in the map. And it's like every little hill, ditch, just paying attention to that level of detail is amazing to me. too low. Yeah, if you can, you know, if you have that ability, I kind of would want to do that at some point too. Maybe not, you know, local, but someplace local. I'd really have a lot of fun making a map. I would dedicate so many hours to making the map, just trying to put in the level of detail, since it would be based on a real location. A lot of farms still on YouTube that I watch that haven't been made. I know Welkers, they got a map made in Farming Simulator. I know Millennial Farmer had a map made. Do y'all know anybody else that's on YouTube that had a map made of their farm for Farming Simulator? I think there's more, but I'm probably forgetting some. I wish I could just put my bucket under there and let it fill it up. Did they have maps in Farming Simulator? There's a few out there that I don't know if they ever did or not. I don't remember because I probably didn't play them, but you had like How Farms Work, you had Laura Farms, you had Cole the Corn Star, you have Griggs Farms, you have One Lonely Farmer, you had I'm trying to remember them all now. All the ones, I'd have to go through my list on YouTube. I've got a pretty good list on YouTube that I've watched over there. From Pennsylvania. I do not know. know that George Saunders and Grassmen. They don't. I know they don't have a map on Farming Simulator. You would think, being across the pond over there from us, that they might have one, but haven't seen one for them. I think the Grassmen, they're more kind of all over the place than really just one farm. Somebody was, and I'm trying to remember who. I think they might be on my YouTube list. Somebody did YouTube videos, or maybe they streamed and did YouTube videos. I think they did YouTube videos for sure, but they actually quit doing that and went to do actual farming, and I'm trying to remember who that was. That might be Laura. There's some from Iowa that are on my YouTube list. Some down in Texas. Yeah, Laura Farms. Yeah. No, I don't think it was him. It was somebody else. They had a YouTube channel, and they did farm sim videos, and they quit, and they actually went to start working on a farm. I don't think it was. I mean, they might have done it too, but I think I'm thinking of someone else. They might have been a modder too. Maybe they were a modder that did videos. That's gonna bug me. I'm gonna have to go through my entire YouTube subscription list and see if I can find who that was. It's been a while since I've seen him. Oh, hey, old man. Didn't even see you up there. Yeah, I think the one I'm thinking of, I'll have to go through my YouTube if I can find them. Been so long since I've seen them. They don't do the farm sim videos anymore. God, who was that? Are you doing back surgery again? Oh man. We'll be here. We got the new folder link today, as a matter of fact. Whenever you're ready, just shoot me a message. I don't know what happened to Phil. I think Phil might have got married. He either got married or I don't know. We've had theories about DJ. Maybe we should have the same theories with Phil. I don't know. I figure Phil's probably working. He's probably busy making that bread. By bread I mean money, not actual bread. I don't think Phil actually makes bread. He might. I don't know. I don't think so though. Based on the very little that I know about what his job is, he might make bread at home. Or maybe his PC blew up. I know he was having, the last time I talked to him, he was having some issues. But he said he had a guy that's like his PC guy or something that was gonna fix it, or maybe he just had a place that he was gonna take it to or something. Another one bites the dust. Down to one more. Got Dr. Pepper and orange soda. That was my last orange soda that I didn't drink before. So we got a Dr. Pepper and an orange soda. Long story short. That would be a good place to have a real life farm designed, have a farm sim map designed after a real life farm. Up there where they filmed up there, what was it, north of Pittsburgh, I think, wasn't it Pittsburgh? I think it was Pittsburgh. That's where they filmed the original Night of the Living Dead up there. You know, they had the graveyard up there, and they had a farm up there, like the farmhouse. The farmhouse isn't there anymore. They built another house there, but the farm is still there, like the fields and stuff. That'd be a nice one to kind of model one after. Or do a farm of maybe one of my favorites, Forrest Gump. You could put in Forrest's house and then put the river in behind his house there, or the pond. I think it was actually filmed like on like a river. With all the, did you check out the fishing DLC, old man? Have you checked that out yet? Played on the Scottish map, the Highlands map? Yeah, you can do peas and carrots now. You could have a Forrest Gump, Greenbow, Alabama. Somebody make a Greenbow, Alabama farming simulator map. And you can grow peas and carrots. And then you could also do, what was the field that they ran into when they were kids? Was that sunflower or was that a cornfield? I think it was a cornfield. You could do corn. You always gotta have corn. You like it? Good. The field, you know, they prayed to, dear God, make me a bird so I can fly far, far, far away from here. And then if you wanted to, if you really wanted to go into depth on the map, you could put the fishing in there. And if you were really good, you could put shrimp in there. You could put a shrimping boat in there. And put shrimp in there, because you know there's all kinds of shrimp in the sea. I won't do it. I'll spare y'all. Yeah, you know what? Let me check on the dryer. Make sure our corn and beans are still drying. I need to put some propane in there, looks like. I need to start transferring some of that out of there. I hope we ain't got a propane leak. Okay. I heard it was just going. Yeah, I probably need to move some of the dried corn and the beans out of there. Yep. You can boil it, broil it, saute it, stir fry, deep fry, coconut shrimp, pepper shrimp, lemon shrimp, shrimp soup, shrimp stew, shrimp salad, shrimp and potatoes, shrimp burgers. That's about it. There's more, but that's about it for now. For me. I feel the same way about pizza. There's many types of pizza. There's pepperoni pizza, sausage pizza, combination pizza, meat lovers pizza, cheese pizza, Hawaiian pizza, barbecue pizza, veggie pizza, supreme pizza, extravaganza pizza, all kinds of pizza. Yeah. I will say there's one pizza that I might cross off my list as far as ordering it, on a regular. And that's the spinach and feta cheese pizza. Something about the feta cheese is gastronomically non-compatible with me. Normally, I do okay with shredded provolone and cheddar and Swiss and regular cheese and but there's something about that feta cheese, man. It just, yeah, Parmesan's fine. There's just something about that feta cheese. I don't know. Right now, the question is, do these show up on the list? They do. It spells it out. Dried soybeans. I do have some regular. Yeah, I still got over half a million liters of regular beans in there. Tell you what, I'll move them back there now. They'll fit in there. corn in there now. So we should have plenty of room in there now for another truckload for each. Wonder if I've still got that dolly in here. I think that's it right there. Yeah, that's it. This is the one, this is the dolly, I think this is the dolly that we used over on Judith Plains when we did the silage setup. You hook this up behind the forage harvester, and then hook your trailer up to it. Do some more sugar cane here. This is literally right across the river from the sugar mill, so won't be too far of a drive to unload. Take the ferry over there. It is a wee bit foggy down here. think I'm gonna have to change out the fertilizing rig on the front with a seed tender with a little bit extra seed when planting sugarcane. Because this uses way more on sugarcane. In them out. Alright, so I will go refill this, finish planting these sugarcane right here, and then we've got a huge planting task coming up in the next month, which is April. That's going to be the big month. Looks like we've just about got all the oat done that we're going to do. And then we'll probably replace the oats come this summer with wheat and barley over here. And I don't know about up there yet. Still deciding on that. But got a huge undertaking to do. I think I'm going to do corn down south. And then maybe beans up here, up north. And then do some rice over here in this area. And then, of course, you know, get into the vegetables up here around the farmer's market. And then we'll see where the wind takes us. It's really windy here. It'd take me pretty far today, I'll tell you. It's something. All right. So, until the next time, guys, remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. We'll see y'all in the next one. Have a good one.